I accidentally discovered a Warzone glitch that removes all trees and all bushes from Warzone completely. I found it and I don't like it, and hopefully they fix this because I'm sure it's being abused right now. But if you do enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. Now, I don't like how still we are. If there's a sniper anywhere, we're an easy headshot. All right, in today's video, we're spectating Jimbei and his quad team. Again, focusing on teamwork because that's 90% of everyone's problem. Trust me, I know that firsthand. Right now, we have Green over here looting by himself. Clearly, we have 3 teammates in a fight, and Jimbei seems to not give 2 flying shits. And look, I get you're under looted, I understand that, but we have dead silence, we have an SMG with ammunition, and we have an AR next to us as well. So we should be heading over there to back our teammates up. The last thing you want to do if you're in this position is just wait to see what your team does. They all get wiped, and next thing you know, you're in a solo squad situation, and you basically throw the game. Fortunately for Jimbei, his team is carrying his ass real. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh! Oh, let's go spect. Oh, weird! Holy shit! It's like I can predict the future. No, it's just common sense. A lot of players' problem isn't their skill. It's not knowing what to do. It's the fact that a lot of people just don't give a shit. I swear they don't. Why the hell did Jimbei decided he wanted to land way the hell away from his teammates? It looked to be a 1v1 at the end when we started spectating that little melee bash. And if Jimbei would have landed on his teammates, all he needed to do was shoot his pistol a few times to assist his team, and they could all be alive. It's amazing what one player's mess up can do for the entire squad. And lo and behold, here we are in a solo squad fight, I would imagine. Oh, yep, weird, there they are. And we need a dip. In a position when you're being pushed like this, you do not hold staircases, you don't pray, you don't sit in the corner, you get the hell out of there. You go. Because all you're doing is allowing the team to cluster together. They're going to push you at the same time, and you're going to die. Oh, weird. Holy shit, who would have guessed that? And again, this is common sense. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out, but I just want to stress to you guys the importance of teamwork. You guys have no idea what you can accomplish with just simple teamwork tactics. Pinging the enemy, decision making, giving great call outs, all of that shit can literally make up for your bad aim, your bad strategy. You can, as a player in a squad, if you are utilizing teamwork. Why are my graphics so shit? Does it look hazy to you guys? But here we are, and lo and behold, Jimbei, the person who landed without his team, away from his team I should say, he ended up dead with no ghoulie, and here we are spectating the remaining squad. Now, this is what you call lack of thought process once shit collapses. Guys, even if you get wiped and you're all come back from the gulag, you need to regain. It's possible to regain. We won a game the other day. I had 4 kills. I was getting fucking destroyed. But even though I got destroyed so many times and me and my team were having a hard fight, we still were able to come back somehow and win the game. So we're saying that this team should definitely stick together and play together, because I don't really have confidence in any of these players' solo squatting ability. Fortunately for Lou, though, it looks like he could possibly potentially pick out one guy at a time. One guy's floating behind us. Don't have to worry about him. We want to go ahead and kill this guy as fast as possible before his team does converge on us. We're taking our sweet time. You see the hesitation, how much it's hurting him. And to be honest, it's only because he's got that LMG. The slow sprint to fire speed, the slow ADS speed of an LMG, no matter which one it is a lot worse than an SMG and an AR. So in that fight right there, I would have picked up the little AR in that room. That way I could ADS on the homie real fast and blow him away. But again, when your gunfight's fast, otherwise, even if he wouldn't have killed us, from the amount of time it took us to actually participate in that fight, his team could have easily converged on us, leading us to another teamwork tactic. If your homeboys are in a fight, what do? No, you don't run away. No, wrong. You don't sit in a corner staring out a window. And absolutely not, you do not lay behind a bouncing Betty in a bathroom. No, all of those answers are wrong. You run your team. You run to your team. I mean, we could technically make it a video on solo squatting if they could actually do it. We'll see. We do have a bounty in front of us that we might be hunting down. Not really sure. We're working our way towards them. We could get a buy going on. And look, from this moment on in my head, my thought process is get my teammates back. First, and what the fuck is going on with the graphics, guy? Bruh. Was there an update? There's no trees on the hill. Are y'all? Now, I did play this game today, and I'm pretty sure there were trees there today. I'm almost 100% positive there were trees there. But anyway, from this mindset, your goal is to get your teammates back. So I would definitely stop looting, go buy your teammate back before you get pushed again by these vehicles that are driving around. And then once you get your teammate back, then you can start looting and trying to find more money. But right now, we're putting ourselves in a position where we're just going to get absolutely dollywopped. I mean, again, and guys, look, this isn't any, I'm not telling you guys anything that's super special. I'm not smarter than the next guy. Again, it's just trying to reinforce common sense. When you have enough money for your teammates, what do? You go buy your teammate. That way, even if you do get pushed by these guys, if you die, your match continues because you just bought your dude back. The hesitation, the lack of decision making, again, when everything collapses, it seems like people just go on autopilot. All right, but here we are moving on to Mercs and Drippy and money. So we do have a bounty. We do have money. We can get a couple of UAVs. They're probably going to get some UAVs, maybe some self-reses. Oh, they did get a UAV. Good shit. And look, buy self-reses how you guys want. I personally don't rock self-reses unless I find one or I have an abundance of money to where I can buy a UAV, throw it up, buy another one to hold on to, and still have enough to buy a self-res. Then I will. But I always prioritize UAVs over self-res because it's more of a teamwork type of play, in my opinion. I'd rather have a UAV up for me and my team than just get a self-res. Also, that goes off your play style too. If you guys are like me and you push into people and basically if you go down, you're gonna get executed, stay away from the self-reses. That's one of the main reasons why I don't get them. But right now we are converging. We dropped off our two teammates on the front end side. I would like to see us start pushing up with our squad, maybe pinching them, but we're not. He's gonna try to get up top. There are people floating above us, but there's really no reason to get the high ground. We're actually going to be diverting from this fight to get the solo fight one right here. Another guy over by the buy station. So they're basically breaking apart. They clearly have confidence in their own teammates and they're getting the job done. Money getting a double kill, killing a Facebook gamer. And here we are trying to take on one guy on the bottom level, about to leave the area. No, why would you unpeak, son? He's right there. What are you doing? That was just, a little bit of delay on the mini map. So far, I mean, Mercs is doing a good job kind of picking off the weak links, and that's basically all you got to do, especially in a position where you want to run off by yourself or you in a solo squad or a solo duo fight. Again, try to pick out the people that are by themselves. And how do you find out who's by themselves? UAVs. It's amazing. They're awesome tools. Do not buy UAVs. Basically, if I have $4,000 and I am away from a buy station, I will go to a buy station just to pick it up. So do not let the fact that you're not near a buy distract you from getting UAVs, if that makes sense. We do have a most wanted bounty camping on top. I would instantly go ahead and ping it through the map. That way I can know what floor he's on and kind of judge accordingly. There's his head on the left-hand side. We whiffed the first like 5 bullets and the last 5 bullets. Guy behind us on ground level. Teammates going down. We see him spotted behind the bus. Gonna work our way back to assist our team and kill this poor SOB. Now, EM2 is an amazing gun, but there are a lot of times that are like this where they're basically one hit. You've got to solidify those first few shots. So far from Mercs, he's pretty accurate. He's pretty decent. That was not a good throw. Way far to the right. But he's pretty accurate. He's pretty decent. I think his biggest issue is going to be just basically hitting those first few bullets. If he would have hit the first few bullets on the guy on the rooftop, he would have died. We would have had that kill. And same thing with that guy right there. We left them both with a sliver of health. All right, going up, buying another UAV. Boom, there it is. But Mercs has got his shit together. He's buying the correct things. He's rotating correctly. He's picking out the weak links to build up his kill score. Now, I will say, when you do have a UAV up and you're chasing down people like this, always be aware of what's around you. Keep looking, because you never know if he's got a ghosted teammate near him or not. And also with that fight, when he just killed Ball his life, notice that when the enemy had crested in front of him between the two walls, he didn't shoot. Instead, he waited for the enemy to reveal himself out in the open to where he had no cover to dive back to, and then he focused up. Enemy on the rooftop right here should be an easy down. Focus on the guy not near the cubby. Unfortunately, again, missing our first few shots and not able to down the enemy. Another guy coming in ground level. He may rotate towards us. He's probably going to the vehicle. I would be reading the vehicle play and pushing up a little bit closer. That's exactly what Mercs is doing. My man's on it. We have multiple gunshots behind it. He just disappeared. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume a ghosted team is in that building or near that building. There he is right there, left-hand side. Now we gotta be very careful how we play this. I really wouldn't be picking fights right here. I'd kind of just hold my position, wait for the enemies to come to me because they have a nice ridge and a good cluster of buildings. If we do take some random shots at the enemies, they'll be alerted. And when they are alerted, they'll be able to outplay us. Maybe get the high ground on the little construction building, maybe wrap far right, far left, and we could potentially be an easy target. But meanwhile, we have Orange. Let's go spectate Orange, see what he's going on. TTV George is fighting an enemy. He's got really decent movement, trying to work his way around the enemy. Unfortunately, peeking a little too much, and there was an enemy behind us also. So guys, in that fight, there's really nothing he could have done. He would have got shot from the guy behind him. It is what it is. We get caught up like that shit all the time. But assuming there wasn't a guy behind us when he was contesting the guy in the window, don't hard peek to where your whole body is just out in the open so you can look at the window. Just kind of barely peek to where half your body's showing, and then unpeek and replay it up. When you put yourself out there with no cover, people are going to take advantage of that shit. We've got 2 TTVers, and then we have somebody that says fuck TTV. The irony. So we know there are 2 teams around us, one on orange ping clearly, and then the guys that were over there that Mercs was originally about to fight that had gotten killed by that ghosted squad. Got movement in the cubby. He's gonna basically wait for that player to leave the cubby so you can just take advantage of it. Now again, he needs to hit his first initial shots. You can hit the first initial shots. You can fuck people up really easy with that EM2. Now it's going to be kind of hard to like really talk about spotting enemies and being observant since we for some reason have no trees in this game. Enemy bought back. You can read that he's going to come back in the building. He's right next to the buy station. Whenever people buy, they're going to run to cover. Not really sure how he knew we were there, I'm gonna be honest. We don't know if Mercs had ghosts or not. The enemy may have heartbeated him. We don't know, but we'll see. There are 2 enemies inside IHOP though. After Mercs died, we did hear footsteps above us. And now let's look at the circle. So right now, the circle's pretty big. There's only 12 teams up, so you basically have the whole map you can really run around free on. I don't like the fact we're going to try to push this fight, which again, I believe is a 2v1 with a sniper in hand, right? I would rather, again, go get my teammates and try to get them up to get some assistance than sit here and try to contest 2, possibly 3 or 4 enemies when they've clearly shit down our throats. Again, not really sure why we're not switching to our close range weapon. Now, a lot of you guys might be like, how did he know he was there? Well, the laser. When you're just sitting there with a sniper and a laser and it's on the wall, he's going to know where you're at. That's a pretty easy read from Rage, buying his teammate back, and still Mercs is waiting the gulag. Again, guys, it's really easy to regain. You need to know when to push the enemy and when to run away. And again, if you're in a position where your teammate's getting absolutely destroyed, or you detect there's multiple teams near you and you're by yourself and you get your squad back, you need to just bail out, right? When we were by the fountain before we pushed IHOP, he should have just turned around, went to train station, and try to find a couple $1,000 to get his squad mates back so they can continue the game. All right, so Mercs is back. So again, in this position, you have one of 2 options. Most wanted bounty, which I don't recommend since the circle is getting smaller. It's gonna be harder to hide. Or I would go supply run. Now scavengers, this probably wouldn't be a bad idea since there's only 8 teams left in this big ass circle. That would be a 3rd option. Normally in this position, you have way more than 9 teams. And scavengers would be a lot harder to do, especially when you're underlooted. But let's see what ends up happening. That's basically what I was hinting towards, and the reason why I was kind of going for the supply run. But it is what it is. So here we have Super Cooper rocking 14 kills. And then, of course, Rage, who was the guy that killed our other players, rocking 8. And this Savage, Badass, Chino Badass, rocking 17 kills. So we got a really sweaty squad right here. Why we couldn't spectate them all game, I'll never know. But here we are. They're holding the high ground. They will unfortunately need to rotate in, though. And, of course, Boneyard will be the favored spot, in my opinion. Even if the circle rotates to the west or down south, again, I would still be going Boneyard because a lot more cover and concealment. Plus the fact there's probably enemies there. We get some more kills. It looks like they're going to try to play the west side of Promenade, though, and gatekeep whoever's over here. We hear 2 sets of gunshots. Purple being one of the sets, getting some more knocks. Let's go spectate Rage, see what he's doing. Getting absolutely beamed from the guy inside. Super Cooper are able to deliver some great suppression and getting the knock and the kill on Ron. All right, that was not a team wipe, though, so we do need to go ahead and suspect that there are going to be enemies close by. Not sure what Green's shooting at right now. Wasn't even where we were looking at. But again, the fact that it wasn't a team wipe definitely lets you know this is really throwing me off without trees. It looks like a whole nother map. Now, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to the Pacific map. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about what you've seen so far. I think it's gonna be awesome. Very few buildings, not really many places to camp, at least compared to this map. I'm very excited to play on that map. And when it comes to maps like the Pacific map, it reminds me a lot of PUBG's Sandhawk or even Miramar, where it's more of a terrain-based game. So you guys need to start practicing reading the map, judging terrain by the topography of the map, knowing what, you know, what the high points, low points are. That way, when you enter the Pacific map, you guys can have the one up. It's not going to be like this, where you guys can just sit behind buildings and wait for people. It'll be a lot more wide open, at least from what I'm gathering. Rage hitting double-digit kills now. Chino going ahead and moving across early. Now, I don't like how still we are. If there's a sniper anywhere, we're an easy headshot. 2 enemy teams remain. And look, when Chino's over here, if I was him, I'd go ahead and clear out this entire side. I just want to at least get eyes on the edge, because when I see a circle like this, especially when the west side's favored, you can damn well guarantee there's probably a team over there. Chino seems to know what we don't know, though. He's not even looking that direction. Granted, someone just bought back over there. There's the enemy on the left-hand side floating in. There's actually 2 enemies floating in the left-hand side. Granted, he can't see it because I'm sure he has trees on his screen. Following his teammates' tracers, no pings needed. Sees 1, 2, 3 enemies. Getting some great shots. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. They're basically going to converge on the enemy. There's really nothing they can do. We have 4 different lines of sights on the enemy, so even if they're able to kill Purple and rotate out, we're still here waiting for them. And Purple just going solo dolo on these. Oh, no! Purple going down, enemy getting broken, now downed, and another hit. Damn, what the f. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, GG. But again, guys, the purpose of these videos is to teach you guys teamwork. You guys can win games consistently if you just find a squad that you can communicate with and you can have some fun with, and as well as get serious when times dictate to get serious. A lot of players' problems is they never ping. Run into it all the time. Ping the enemies, ping the location. Do not just say enemy in front of me. Do not just say enemy over there. Give great call outs so your teammates can help you win fights. Too many times I've seen great players go down because their teammates lack call outs. So make sure you are being that good teammate that gives great call outs. Work on them. Don't be lazy. And also find some squad mates to do the same. But guys, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel today. But till next time, you have a good one and good luck in Warzone.